Okay, this is my second recording for today. I messed up my first painting and I'm gonna try to do it again, even though I'm nervous and I'm scared that it's not going to work again. Okay, so I mixed my colors. This is what I'm going to be using, and this will go on top of this background. So I scraped the whole painting today, or that I did earlier today, because it looked horrible. And hopefully I can create something better. Right now, I don't want to waste more paint, but it's part of the journey, right? Right, let's try to be positive. Okay, I'm nervous. So I put them in order. I try to make sure that like yellow and purple, I don't want them to touch when I put them in my cup, because they would blend together and probably be gray. I'm trying to pick colors that are not going to become gray when they touch each other, but it's not a perfect science. So I'm keeping my order. This one feels a little thicker. It still feels like it's too thick. I think I'm gonna regret this. Okay, this one is not that bad. So I'm working on a set of 10 different paintings, and each painting has a short story associated with it. And so this short story is about becoming a mother, and I felt like I'd go with these, that they're represented very well. Babies. I got like a baby blue, a baby pink, and I wanted to have a darker color, and this morning I tried with gray, but I didn't like the gray, so I went for a purple, because as mothers know, it's not always easy to be a mom. So do I have enough color right now? I'm not sure. Okay, sorry, I'm keep bumping into this. Just too nervous and all over the place. I don't know if this is gonna work. I don't want to mess it up again. Now with pour paintings, it's hit or miss. And I've done some paintings that are amazing, and I've done some that are just ridiculously ugly that end up in the trash. Okay, so I'm gonna close all this to make sure I don't create a mess. And I feel this is something a little bit more exciting, so I'm gonna flip cup this on top of this. I try to put it in the middle, and then I flip over, and then we wait, because I want the colors to have time to get down from the cup. So meanwhile, if you have questions, I can answer your questions. But I think this is the most exciting part, because after when I lift the cup, I mostly will know if this is a yay or a nay. Most of the time I can tell if I'm gonna like the painting or not. And I don't want to scrape that one off. Okay, just be patient. I know it can be hard to be patient, but it's gonna be worth it. I hope it's gonna work. If you want, you can see all my recordings. I upload them to YouTube, so you can go check out my channel. I have the link in my bio, and I also have a link in my bio to the art material that I'm using. So these, I made 10 of these. There are cardboard canvases that I'll be framing. I have 10 of them, and then I'll have 10 short stories. So I think it's ready. I think I can lift it. Okay. I think I'm gonna like it. I think it's okay. I think it's gonna work. Okay, yes. So now I move it around. And I want to have a weird shape. I want to have just a perfect circle. Oh my gosh, look at this. I hope I'm gonna be able to keep it. I don't know why I can't see pink right now, but it might come out a little later. So this part, just moving the paint around. And I'm hoping that it will look amazing. I feel like my paint is still a little too thick for this. I bought a brand new set of paints, and I'm always too hopeful, always pretending that this time it's gonna be perfect, it's gonna work. I'm always testing new things, and then it's not always a success. So this right now is probably too thick. So I'll go very slowly, and eventually I'm gonna get the shape that I'm looking for. I want something random. I want things poking out like this. I call them monsters. This one is not very monster-like, but maybe it will become a little bit more monster as we go. Okay, I need more paint down. I'm gonna wait like this for it to come down. I feel it's too small, but maybe if I'm patient enough, I'll be able to stretch it a little bit more. And I'll have to use a heat gun to burst the little bubbles. I can see a lot of different little bubbles. So it's moving very slowly, but it's moving. Thanks for the hearts. Thank you. I really like this little purple thing poking out, and even has white around it. How awesome is that? Hopefully it will grow as I wait for this to move. Okay, so definitely this paint is thicker than what I'm used to, so even if I added this to make it more watery, I need even more. I need to thin it even more. Can't wait to see it dry and framed. I'm hoping some other colors will pop through this white part here. So what I'm doing is that this part here obviously is thicker since I was pushing it down, and it's still quite thick, so I'm trying to like fill a little bit here. I don't want to go too far, otherwise it's gonna be off center too much. But if I leave it thick like that, I'm scared like of when it dries, like if it's gonna crack. So I really want to get it thinner, but the paint is already dried. It's not moving much, but it's moving. I really like this here. I find it very interesting. Not even sure it's still moving. Oh yeah. Like here, it's too thick still. Here. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer. If you're not following, make sure you follow so you can see like the final picture framed. And once it's hung up, and also I'll be going live on May 14th because it's gonna be my first solo exhibit opening. I'm very excited to have you guys be there virtually. I don't know how much longer it's gonna be moving, but it's not moving very quickly. Overall, I like it. It's not my favorite one. It's not my favorite work, but it's okay. It's good enough. So the recordings from my live are available on my YouTube channel, and I also have associate links to Amazon to see my art products that I'm using. Oh, come on. I'm gonna leave it like this for now. I'm gonna go get my glue gun and make sure I pop these little air balloons, and then I'll probably prop up the canvas so that I can move this paint a little bit more before it dries. So stay tuned for the rest. I'm making 10 of those for my first solo exhibit.